Thank you for being here for this week's quiet little conversation. I really appreciate that you take time in your day to be here with these thoughts, words, and images. It begins with the cloth, pristine yardage unspooling off the bold luster and sheen and wide open spaces filled with possibility, glistening with moisture, water, pigment, seaweed thickener landing as color and texture, warmth and time working together with pigment to form the permanent bond of color to cloth, rinsing away seaweed paste, excess dye, finish and dry out of the dryer, ready now to become part of the palette for a painting. Searching the pieces of cloth in the palette, tactile and visual sensations, looking for just the right stroke of color, just the right amount of movement, texture, transition, cutting each slender piece of cloth, organically merging, building brushstroke after brushstroke of color and texture, building up this first layer of the painting. Layering over bamboo batting and a layer of cloth, choosing threads, the next wash of color and texture, stitch by stitch by stitch, variegated thread unwinding across the painting, back and forth, top to bottom, bottom to top. Hours sitting in the window seat with the daylight, noticing the ways the machine stitching makes subtle, delicate marks as it travels across the painting. The machine created stitches, a backdrop, and a canvas for the stitches created now by hand with the richness of a more substantial thread. Listening softly to the painting as it guides me where to make the next motion with the sashiko needle, each stitch completely unique, completely its own statement, and completely a part of the overall story. Finished and floating off the wall on the metal frame, shifting light, catching the contours of the cloth, where it is compressed by the stitch, released again, subtle little waves, always a subconscious reference to my touchstone, the sea.